name is Wendy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to kind of go through how I deconstructed a wedding dress. And I've done like 2 in the past, but it's been a long time. But I saw this at the thrift store, and it was just ginormous. This wedding dress was just, and I saw the appliques. It was just like I had to do it. And the train was probably, I want to say about 5 feet, and it had appliques all over it. I tried taking pictures as good as I could, but this is kind of a close-up. This is the bodice, and this is the only thing that's left. This is the back. Of course, I'm going to keep those beautiful buttons. I paid $59 for it, but I think it was totally worth it. I got just tons and tons of goodies from this dress. So like I said, this is the only thing I have left, and that probably shouldn't take me too long to get through this. So I'm going to put this off to the side a little bit, and I'm going to kind of show you what I did so far. And these are actually all of the things, except for I didn't put the tulle, which, I mean, this dress was just loaded and loaded with tulle. I mean, it's just, that's going to be, it's almost just like a big bag full. You know, here's another roll here. You know, kind of hard to show on film here, but so, anyway, I'm going to take the camera off here a little bit, and I'm going to show you kind of how I put it all away, but I put it all in bags for now, as you can see, and then I labeled them. Like this is like 10 large strips, and I'll kind of go through those. And then I got kind of different ones down there, and then satin roses, and then the innards, and I kept some of the fabric of the outer. It's like a satin. I'm thinking kind of it's more like I want to say maybe 1990s-ish dress, very fancy. And yeah, for $59, I thought, well, I can't go wrong with that. So this is just a typical, this is a large applique. So I cut all these out, and it took me about a week. This is kind of what it looks like. And then, actually, I think that one's attached to another one, so yeah, they're more like this size, large. Yeah, real pretty. So that's most of them, and like I said, I wrote down all the numbers. I've got, these are the mediums. I got, I don't know, these are the, let's see, right here. These are the longs. I got 40 of these. These are the most. I got 40 longs of those. And then I got just some short ones here too. These are the small ones. These are kind of the ones that were kind of left over or attached to another part of the dress, and they're just little tiny, like this big. So you're asking, well, why did I want to cut up a wedding dress? Well, a lot of reasons. Look at all the beautiful stuff that you get. And I can dye these. I looked at different, there's another kind of odd end of one, but I've looked at different videos on how to dye them, and so I'm going to try different things. I mean, I got a gazillion of them, so, you know, if I screw up one, you know, big deal, right? Then, let's see here. There's, I'll kind of go through, too, how I went about cutting it and stuff. These are these really pretty roses that were sewn into the dress, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. So I put those in this bag. Let's see what else I got. And then I got like this kind of the chiffon. This was like the inner part of it, and I washed all these too. After I cut them, I washed them. And so these are just, I thought these would be kind of fun for like strips. I'm not sure if these will dye or not, but they're just, I might just take one out. I just kind of frayed them. that. Big long strip. Probably about 2.5 inches or so. And then that's the extra chiffon. Those are the innards. And then the outside of the fabric was this white, satiny, I believe it's like polyester. I mean, in actuality, it's polyester. The dress size was 12, 14, so I really got my bang for the buck, you know. So that I just cut those in strips, and then I have just, you know, I cut some extra, you know, just like some squares. So I have those. And what other kind of goodies came in here? Well, I cut some really long strips too. This one's extra long, it says, and I wrote down the dimensions on it. This one's really long. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, just, I mean, this went all the way up the back. This, which is really pretty. It's all kind of the same applique, sewn together. And it looks like the woman who constructed it, I'm going to guess it's a woman, I'm just assuming, but she hand stitched the appliques in, and then she used the machine and then sewed around it, because I can see where the basting stitch was used around the appliques. And let's see, what else do I got here? And then I got 2 bags of these here. There's a 3.5 yard and a 5.25 yard. This was the bottom. This was the bottom of the dress here. And yeah, and it's just a humongous long strip. So this went, let's see if I can find the end. So this is all on the bottom of the dress. And also, the dress was really in pristine shape. I didn't actually see a mark on it. So I'm sure it was dry cleaned. And sometimes in thrift stores too, people will use a wedding dress for a Halloween costume, and that I knew. And it was kind of funny because me and my fiance were in the thrift store, and everybody says, "Oh, are you going to be using that for Halloween?" And we're like, no, I'm going to be cutting this up. And they're like, what? I said, yeah, I'm going to be cutting this up and using the applique. And they go, well, what are you going to do with it? I said, well, I make journals. Oh, how? And they're really interested in it and everything. But years ago, probably about 20 years ago, I remember when I did my first deconstruction of a wedding dress, my mom was appalled. She says, you know, that dress is sacrimonial. And I said, well, it can't be too much sacrimonial if it's in a thrift store. Nobody wanted it, so I'm repurposing it. I'm making a use for it. And she just kind of shook her head, and I thought, oh boy, you know, and it, you know, it is kind of a shame in a way, but you know, so what better good is it that I'm gonna just bring so much joy making stuff, and you know, and who knows, maybe somebody might want some of this because I got like so much of it. And you can make things with it, repurpose it. So I'm sure that the bride that relinquished this would be happy that it's being used for a good purpose. I think that's what I'll tell myself that. So anyway, this is kind of how I'm just going to kind of quickly show you how I went about getting into this applique. I'm just going to start here. And the trick I found with this kind of applique is I got underneath it, like see right here, I kind of got underneath it like this, and then I just kind of cut away. And I used this scissors. It was very sharp. Might probably have to get a new one. I actually got a lot of sewing scissors, but so yeah, that's what I did the whole thing. Now I can see that tulle is underneath there. So I could go up went around to make it a bigger applique, or I could just make it a small applique and then just cut around here, but it's kind of how I did it. I'm just going to go around underneath, say, right underneath it. Try not to cut the top. And then just whittled my way around it. And when I first started this project, I thought, oh boy, this is going to be a big one. And it was. But totally worth it, I think. So yeah, I could just, you know, this could be one right here. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to kind of bring it around like this. And this will be just a small one here. Let me just cut one out. See? Real pretty. Could cut that tulle out too, because it already has one. It has a piece underneath, I think, that looks neat with the tulle underneath like that. So anyway, that's all I have today. And like I said, this is everything I kind of wrote down, and except for the tulle, and like I said, there's a ton of tulle. So anyway, go ahead and go get a dress from the thrift store, and totally worth it. All right, you guys, take care. Have a great day. Bye.